Hi, this is Gary with MacMost Now. On today's episode, let's look at creating special alerts for specific email that you receive. So let's say you're waiting for an important email from someone, or you want to get a notice every time a certain person sends you an email. Well, you could use mail rules to do a variety of things, like play a special sound or give you a notification when you get an email. So here we are in Mail, and the way to set up rules in Mail is go to Mail Preferences, and under that you've got various different things like accounts and such, and you can go to Rules here. And rules allow you to set up specific actions that can happen when a set of circumstances occurs. Like, for instance, you get a new email from a specific sender. Let's create a new rule here. We'll call it Special Alert. And we'll set some conditions. We'll set it to just a simple one condition here, that the sender from contains, and we'll give it a name of somebody. We'll say it's John, or we can actually go and say it is equal to and give it a specific email address. Any way you want to do it, but it has to match exactly. So that person's email address should be exactly that, or their name should be exactly that, and it comes through in the from email message field when you get a new email. And then we want to set what action to perform. So here we want to go and say, let's do something simple like play a sound. And we have some specific sounds we can choose here, or we can choose add remove to add another sound that you may have. So let's just play a sound like that, and that'll play that sound only when you get email from that person. Hit OK, and we don't need to apply it to our messages there because we just want it to play on new messages that come through. Now we can edit this by simply going and selecting Special Alert there and hitting Edit. And this allows us to now look at some other possibilities for alerts that we could have. For instance, we can have it bounce the icon in the dock. We can have it set the color of the message to something specific. That way the message will be highlighted there. You can have it be red, for instance, so it'll show up. You can also have it send notification and use a notification center on your Mac so that you can see it very easily. And the cool thing is you can do multiple ones of these. You can hit the plus button here and say have it play a sound, but also have it bounce the icon on the dock. And for good measure, to make sure we don't miss it, let's set the color of the message of the background there to red, so we see it highlighted in red, or we can have the text actually appear in red in the inbox here. Another thing we can have it do is automatically forward the message. So this is useful for, say for instance in my case, I have my Mac running at home all the time, and if I'm out I will have my iPhone on me, and a message sent to my business email I won't necessarily notice until I check my email. But I have a personal email address that actually I get my phone to sound an alert and buzz when I get a new email address, a new email sent to that. So I can have it automatically forward a copy of that message to that email address so that I get an alert right away on my phone when I get an email from a certain person. And you can add in here in the forward some extra text if you want to remind you of why you wanted to get a special alert. You can also use other criteria other than the sender. For instance, you can use something in the subject line, and then you can tell people that if they really need to reach you they can include something in the subject line. Or even if you're, say, working on a project, you can be looking for a keyword in the email itself. Somebody sends you a message with the name of that project in it, for instance, you'll also get an alert. So there are a lot of different variations that you can play around with to get a special alert when you get an important email. Hope you found this useful. Till next time, this is Gary with MacMost Now. Want more video tutorials? Just go to MacMost.com, click on the videos link at the top of the page, and then you can view all of the hundreds of MacMost videos by category.